Hey there, YouTube. How's it going? Um, I've got a couple RU replays to show you. I actually wasn't planning on uploading today at all, but I was in an RU room tour pretty late last night, around 1:30, 2 a.m. my time, Eastern time. So I'm just gonna go through this team real quick. I made it really quickly last night because I hadn't seen any Diancies at all. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a Diancie. So I made like a Rest Talk Calm Mind set, and I figured, you know what? Hopefully that'll do it. So Rest Talk Calm Mind, and Moon Blast, max HP, max defense, of course. This is standard defensive Seismitoad. This is Assault Vest Escavalier. I believe this is Life Orb Defog Aerodactyl, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on what item it has, but it does have Defog, Roost, Stone Edge, and then Aerial Ace because I like Stab. And it really does need a better Stab move, but unfortunately it doesn't have one. And then this is attacking Mega Glalie with Freeze Dry, and then this is just Scarf Rotom Cut for some nice end speed. But looking at this team, it looks pretty threatening. So I'm gonna just stop talking about it. We're gonna get right into it. And before I say anything else, this game was full of hacks. Like, there was hacks everywhere. It was nasty. But enough about that. You guys are gonna see. And here we go. I'm gonna start off with Rotom. He's gonna start off with his Rhyperior, and I'm just gonna go for Leaf Storm. I don't want to mess around with this thing as he goes into a Escavalier, and I'm like, all right, that's fair. And wow, I don't know why. Anyway, I was gonna say I don't know why the sprites are all weird, but the crit on the Mega Horn is really unfortunate. So I figure I'll get my rocks up before he kills me with another Mega Horn, but he misses. So that's actually pretty great, if you ask me. I'm going to go for Scald, hoping to get a burn, and I do. And later in the battle, he calls this hacks, and I'm like, buddy, like it's a burn from a Scald. Like, how are you going to call it hacks? And you probably wouldn't have killed me anyway with the Mega Horn that you missed. So it's kind of a moot point. Moot point, whatever that is, who knows. But I'm just going to go into Snow Biden, and I'm going to hit him with an Earthquake, and that's... I was really hoping it was going to bring him down to 0, but that's unfortunate. I should have gone for Double Edge, but, I didn't want to because I didn't want the recoil, but of course, whatever. He brings in his Sharpedo. I'm just going to go for Freeze Dry. I thought I would be able to take a Waterfall, but unfortunately I can't. And honestly, I'm fine with that. That Sharpedo is at 78% as I bring in Mr. Mohawk, and I believe I go for Drill Run. No, I go for Mega Horn. Interesting. But yeah, he brings in his Rhyperior. That does a really good chunk of damage. I can take an Earthquake moderately well, and I figure, wow, like Drill Run should do more damage, but I guess Solid Rock keeps it from doing any damage at all. And I know he's going to go for Earthquake, so I go out in my Rotom Cut. And, I'm just going to go for Leaf Storm, see what he wants to do. He's going to let that die, and I'm like, alright, that's fine. It's pretty good for me, if you ask me. Then he's going to go into Electros. I know he's going to go for the Flamethrower, so I'm just going to go into Diancie, because I'm not particularly worried about anything this Electros can throw at me, even if it chooses to go for a Giga Drain. So I'm just going to start Calm Minding, because I know that, over the course of this battle, there's not really like a super threatening thing unless that Sharpedo can come in and get me at a very low HP. But he's gonna bring in this Acelgor. I figure, why is he bringing in a Acelgor? Like, is he setting up late game spikes? But no, I guess he just figures that a Life Orb Giga Drain from an Acelgor will do more. But it's an Acelgor, man. It doesn't have good special attack. But now he's going to finally bring in his Sharpedo. He goes for a Waterfall. And, Life Orb, I'm assuming that's max attack Adamant. Unfortunately, my defense isn't enough to handle that. But, oh well. I'm going to go into Mohawk. He's going to go for a Waterfall. I believe I missed this Mega Horn. Which, that miss, it could have prevented a whole lot of anguish. A whole lot. See, he missed once. I missed once. His miss didn't matter. my miss mattered a lot, as you're going to see in a couple turns. So he's going to continue speed boosting up. He goes for the Ice Beam for some strange reason. As I believe I go into... I go into Rotom Mow? Why do I go into Rotom Mow? Oh, because I figured I could take an Ice Beam because he's not invested in attack. But I just go for the Volt Switch because I don't particularly want to stay in on anything he'll bring. So I go into my Rock Bird, and I know Stone Edge will kill, so I just go for that. And, ooh, excuse me, it doesn't kill, as he goes for the Scald. Oh no, he goes for the... I am misremembering this game. I apologize, it was late last night. But I know he's going to go for the Slack Off again, and I'm like, alright, that's fine. Like, Stone Edge isn't really going to do much over time. So I'm just going to go for a Thunderbolt, and he gets paralyzed, as he's just going to continue going for Slack Offs and Calm Minds, because he's like, oh, yeah, I can live, I can, you know, make this BS happen. And I'm like, buddy, like, Hacks is not going to be in your favor. Like, either you're going to get paralyzed or you're going to get critted. And, you know, he calls this Hacks too, but I'm like, dude, come on. Law of large numbers. One of them is eventually going to happen. And I don't understand, like, he's like, oh, I'm paralyzed. I'm going against a Scarf Rotom Cut. I can live forever. No, I'm sorry, man, you can't. As he goes for another Calm Mind here. And it's just like, why, man? Why do you go for this? Just switch out, and, you know, he gets his comeuppance here. Like, Karma feels real nice against a dude who's just staying in, doing pretty much nothing. But I'm going to switch out against this Electros because I just don't want to waste time with trying to Thunderbolt that thing. Plus, it has Flamethrower, so I just go on, bop out a Stone Edge, and that's to the point where Thunderbolt will kill. So I believe I go for Thunderbolt. Oh no, I go for Leaf Storm. That's right. I go for Leaf Storm and I miss because I didn't know if Thunderbolt would kill because he's probably Assault Vest. And I'm gonna stop it right here. I thought I was 100% gonna lose. I really did because he'll protect, and you know that would be the end of it. But oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze. Nope. Yep. Whew. I'm sorry, guys. Whew. Anyway, this is a fine place to pause anyway. But yeah, I said in the chat, like, oh my god, Hacks all over this battle. And he was like, what Hacks? And I was like, dude, like, come on. Like, you didn't get paralyzed for however many turns. Like, we both missed a Mega Horn. Yours didn't particularly matter. And he's like, oh, but you know, he tries to make it even. I'm like, no, buddy, like, the Hacks was in your favor, but miraculously, I still outspeed, and I win. And that is fantastic enough for this battle. I'm going to get the next battle up, and then I'll see you guys once it's back up. Alright guys, so this time I'm on the opposite side, and if you see this guy, Venusian 2.0, he had a lot of guys coming in the chat talking him up, and I was just, you know, playing the game quietly, minding my own business, staying in my lane. But if you look at his team, it's kind of wonky for RU. Like, it's got a Samurott and a Mightyena, and I'm like, okay, like, you do you, but strange. So I figured he's going to start off with Smeargle, or no, I figured he was going to start off with Smeargle, so I went with Diancie to, what's it called, Subcom Mind. But no, he starts off with Gus, and I don't want to get the poison attack, so I'm just going to go into Mohawk and Knockoff. And I thought he would have had, excuse me, Rocky Helmet, there we go. But no, he just stays in, he, for some reason, lets me just destroy his Amoonguss, and I'm just gonna knock off here, and he's not really gonna do much. Like, I don't understand why he went into this if he's just gonna return. So that's 2 Pokemon down by the Legend Mohawk. As he comes into this, I figure, oh, what can this thing do? But I forgot that Mightyena gets Fire Fang, so I guess he got one up on me there. But I'm just gonna pop off a Leaf Storm. That thing is dead because he didn't know I was Scarfed. And I figured he was Scarfed because why would you have a Mightyena in RU? But as he brings out his Smeagol, I'm just going to go into Diancie because I don't really care about the sleep. So I'm just going to go for Sleep Talk here. I go for Sleep Talk, I believe 3 turns in a row. He does get the max turns of sleep as he starts to go for Coil. And I'm like, oh no, this guy is going to sweep me with his Virizion. And so I just keep calm minding, and I'm like, you know what, there's nothing really I can do. If I switch out, he's going to get, he's going to get something with the substitute. He's going to baton pass on the switch. Like, I'm just going to have a bad time. And since I know I'm going to wake up, I believe I go just straight for Moonblast here, as I think he just goes for the Spore again, which is like, come on, man, like, why? Why? There is no benefit to doing this anymore. And he's just continuing to go for Substitute. I'm going to go for Sleep Talk. And, ooh, excuse me. And I'm going to get a Calm Mind. And at this point, I'm thinking, like, I'm going to lose this battle. Like, he's going to sweep me with that ridiculously boosted Virizion he's going to pass to. And I actually woke up, so Sleep Talk kind of didn't do its thing. And I'm going to switch out on the predicted Spore, so Grass-powered can do his thing. I'm going to Thunderbolt because Leaf Storm would have done even less to a Virizion. But he goes into a Selgor. Hello? Are we playing the same game? And it has a Lumberry. What? What? I don't understand, but I'm just going to go into Snow Biden, and then I'm going to get an Ice Shard. And I thought it would kill, even with the 2.5 defense, but nope. Sorry. But I'm just going to go into Cubic. I know he can't really do much against me, so I'm just going to go for a Moonblast, and he's going to bring in the stupid, freaking, goddamn Smeargle. I think I go for Sleep Talk here. Yes? Yes? Oh no, I went for Moonblast, but I went into Bubble Wrap because I figure I'm not going to play these Sleep Talk games anymore. So I'm going to go for the Earth Power because it's the slightly stronger move, and I didn't know if Scald would break the sub. But I figure, you know what? That's a Smeargle. Like, what can it do? So I go for Scald here. And at this point, the chat's talking about, like, oh man, it's either going to be Cobra Berry Virizion or no flying move Aerodactyl. Like, oh man, Venusian's going to win. And I'm like, I don't think so, man. But he's going to actually Baton Pass out now instead of going for sub again into his Virizion. And I figure, you know what, like, you could have done better. And I'm hoping for the Scald, but I don't get it. And I'm like, oh man, like, that might be it. Like, I don't know if the 1.5 defense will kill. Psych, I know it's going to kill. So I go for the Aerial Ace. The chat starts going nuts, and I'm like, yup, what are you going to do? And then he brings in Smeargle, and ba-boom, I win. This was actually the semifinals match. I did lose about 2-0 in the finals, but I had a good time playing. I think that's the farthest I've ever gotten in an RU Room Tour, probably because it was 2 a.m. and all the good players were asleep. But everybody else that I faced in this tour, aside from the guy in the finals, was way below me on the ladder, and actually pretty garbage on the ladder if you ask me. But the guy who did beat me, Diogo, D-I-O-G-O, he deserved it. He played really well. I kind of botched. I threw in the finals. I got a little bit too nervous. But, you know, it is what it is. But that's this video, guys. If you enjoyed, please click the like button. If you're not subscribed, there's a button for that right over the left. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, which should be up tomorrow, so look out for it. Peace out.